Hi guys, it's Bikram Dosanjh with Real Estate Millions, and today we're with Brian Brown, the principal behind Lifetime Development. Very fortunate to be with him. I mean, over the past couple of years, we've built a strong relationship with himself and his team at Lifetime. A lot of the projects that they've brought to downtown Toronto, even outside of Toronto, they've been a huge developer for the last, how many years has it been now? Because I know in Toronto, condos, you guys have been there for years, but you guys started way before that.
We're on our fourth decade now, so
Wow.
It's been around for a long time. It's a family-run business, and you know, it's nice to see it continue from generation to generation.
Yeah, that's actually really interesting to see because sometimes not a lot of developers can pass it on, and to see that you guys have done it and kept it very successful is actually amazing to see. So congrats on that.
Thank you.
Right, so let's talk about the main reason we're here is because they're bringing a project right to Liberty Village. If you know Liberty Village, this is the most central location in Liberty Village. You can't get better than this. So I'm just going to give it over to Brian right now. He's going to touch upon the project. He's going to pretty much the vision behind it, how they came about to making this into a condominium. I know at one point you guys wanted to retain it yourself as a rental building. So let's talk about that.
Sure. So we acquired this property back in 2004. When you look at Liberty Village, as you mentioned, it's very centrally located. Liberty Village is kind of bisected by one road, which is Hannah Avenue. So anything west of Hannah Avenue within the village is more employment focused. Anything east of Hannah Avenue is residential focused. And we're right on the edge of that. So our western property line is actually Hannah Avenue. So we're right at the center. It's a property that we've owned for 16 years, and it's something that we've taken a very long approach to redeveloping. We've had a multiple phase redevelopment restoration process that we've gone through. When we first acquired the property, it was really used for warehousing purposes. And we brought new amenities into the building, new services into the building, and really restored both the inside and the outside, and made it one of the more attractive buildings for employment purposes. That was, office as well as retail. So we spent quite a bit of time working with the city to rezone the ground floor for retail purposes. And what we learned from our developments is that the most successful developments are the ones that have a good balance of residential and employment. And so phase 2 of our development with this property was to acquire actually another piece of land which was immediately south of this. So back in 2009, we launched Liberty Market Lofts, which were lofts that had 17-foot ceilings and 2 floors within them.
Truly one of a kind.
It was really a unique offering, but what we wanted to provide was live-work units. So bringing that live component to Liberty Market Building, and a lot of the people that moved into that kept the main floor as their office
space, I guess.
And their second floor was their living quarters. So again, very successful in transforming and building upon what we had in Liberty Village and making it an even more attractive place for office.
Because you guys have been invested there for a very long time.
We have,
Like one of the first to go into Liberty Village.
We were amongst the first group, So we weren't part of the initial master plan for the community. But when we came in and the fact that we had 6 acres to work with, it really gave us a lot of room to come up with our own vision for what we wanted to do with the property.
And I honestly truly feel, in terms of residential, this is like literally the last development site that's true Liberty Village.
Yes, yes. I mean,
I can't see any other site coming
a lot of the land has already been redeveloped. We're probably one of the last, if not the last, residential building coming to Liberty Village. And this is really phase 3 that we're talking about now, which is, adding additional commercial, adding additional retail, and then on top of that, adding the residential
component.
And the best thing about the residential condominium portion is that we get the opportunity to start the residential units on the 8th floor going all the way up. So
you kind of start with views.
We start with views. We start with views looking south that are absolutely amazing, looking over Exhibition Place and the lake. But even looking north, looking north over the rest of the city is a tremendous.
Actually, I like in some of the buildings that we've sold in the past, south is always beautiful. You have the water, you have the lake, but north views are actually really nice because the city towards during the day, when it becomes night, the city's all lit up. It looks really nice.
Yeah, it's amazing. It's amazing to see. And then even east, you'll get a view of the CN Tower, and west you've got really open views as well. And then you can see Etobicoke and you can see the lake, and there's lots to.
And the good thing is that from like what I think that on the south side, there's not going to be much coming up, or there's not going to be anything coming up.
Well, we know that heights are going to be limited in Exhibition Place for sure, and we've got the GO tracks just south of us as well. Past another building. So there's not a lot of room for development in the future
on that side.
On that side.
So once again, this project is right in the center of Liberty Village, with Lifetime Developments, who've been there for the last 16 years, have reshaped a lot of that neighborhood. But it's not just another residential building, like Brian's mentioned. I've seen over the last decade of being in pre-con, the buildings that I've had mixed use with commercial, retail, and all these type of components have done extremely well when it comes to resale in the future. And I'm pretty sure you've seen that in some of your buildings that you guys have developed. You really can't go wrong when you have all of that mixed together, because at the end of the day, people want to live in a building where they can, go out for a drink or be close to a lot of amenities, right? It's not just your typical amenities as in a gym, a fitness center, that type of stuff. There's more in that building pretty much to offer.
Well, here you've got over 100,000 square feet of retail alone. It's close to 500,000 square feet of office.
Space.
So we've got WeWork coming into the building. They're taking 3 floors of the new new development. So,
I didn't know that. So that's
really
a
great a great tenant to have in our building, and really shows how in demand and how sought after both the village and our buildings can be. And I think that's a great bonus for anybody that's looking to,
really big
to buy or rent.
Even if you're like an investor, right? And if you want to buy a unit, having WeWork in there as a tenant, a lot of the people that work there might just want to live right in that building. Not have to, commute too much. It's pretty much just go downstairs and you're at work, right? So if you're running late, 5 minutes, you're pretty much there. So that's a big thing. So let's talk about Lifetime, as in what you guys have coming up as well, because I know there's a huge pipeline. We've been talking about projects, that I know you're working on. So let's get a little bit into that as well.
Well, we launched EXO last year. EXO 2 will be launching just after the summer as well.
Okay.
And we will likely be following that up with 500 DuPont. There's a lot in the pipeline, a lot that we haven't launched yet. Additional properties both in the East End, along River Street, also at Yonge and Eglinton. We have another development there. So we've got a lot on the go, a lot in the pipeline. And there's actually another one that we just secured yesterday, which I haven't announced yet. We'll be announcing soon.
So you guys are always looking.
We're always looking. There's a lot of great properties that we have in our pipeline. I'm excited to get going on some of them.
And then how about Panda Markham?
Panda Markham's going really well. We're making progress. It's going to be a multi-phase development, but we're hoping that we can take that out next year as well.
So it's a very exciting stuff for you guys.
You're
always busy.
Good times.
That's good. So once again, I just want to thank Brian for being part of this interview, being part of this episode. Like I said, we've been very fortunate to build a good relationship with them over the years. They supported us, we've supported them on multiple projects. Clients have made money on all the projects. They've been behind some of the largest projects in downtown. Panda condominiums, you've been Four Seasons as well. There's so many, there's a huge list to mention, right? So this project is going to be coming out, I believe, in 2 weeks.
End of February.
End of February, right? So February 18th
is our broker event,
right?
Our platinum
Prestige Club event, and then right after that, signings are going to start, I believe, the weekend after.
Right.
So it's going to go really quick. There's not many units in this project, but if you want to secure your unit well before, it might not even get to the public, but if you want to secure your unit right in the first stage, you want to work with someone like us who's part of their Prestige Club, who have good access to their projects and have, a really strong relationship with the developer. So once again, Brian, thank you very much.
Thank you.
I appreciate it.
Nice to see you again.
And we'll see you guys very soon. Thank you.
Thank you.